The purpose of this video is to introduce and demonstrate how to use a database of the incredible work produced by the Human Dignity community, and especially the members of the Advisory Board. The database reflects a remarkable collective effort to understand the human experience through the lens of dignity and humiliation. It brings together the work of scholars and practitioners from many different fields, each contributing to the larger picture of how people experience respect, recognition, exclusion, and harm. As I worked through this material, what really stood out was its breadth and depth of work. It spans areas such as conflict, mental health, identity, governance, communication, and relationships, deeply interconnected issues supported by thoughtful, rigorous research. But what makes it especially powerful is that it's not just theoretical. It is a human-centered, values-driven, and connected to real-world change. Across these contributions, there is a shared commitment, not just to studying dignity and humiliation, but to using that understanding to making a meaningful difference. Although this work comes from many disciplines, it often addresses the same core questions: how dignity is upheld, how harm is experienced, and how more humane systems can be created. This database helps make these connections visible. The goal of the database is to bring this work together in one place, organized so that it is easier to explore, use, and build on. It can support research, teaching, collaboration, and ongoing learning within the human dignity community. It reflects what has been already built and creates a foundation for what can continue to grow. It's also a living database, open to contributions, corrections, and feedback with quarterly results. So what's in this database? Just to orient you, here are how it's structured. Each entry includes key information, such as the author, the year, the title, the type of reference, a summary if it's a book, a citation, a web link if it's available, keywords, and themes. They're organized into broad themes, more specific keywords, and additional tags like region and population. There is a guide to show how the keywords and themes are organized. The easiest way to explore the database is with filters. For example, each column has a drop-down arrow where you can select values depending on what you're looking for. For example, you might want to look for work on refugees in Africa since 2015. To do that, you could filter by the keyword refugee, and you could look for resources that are greater than 2015. And you could look specifically for the African region. So you can narrow down your searches very, very quickly with these filters. And to get rid of the filters is just as easy. You just click and clear the filter. If you're looking for something specific, say, for example, veterans, you can also use the Excel function of Control F, and that will bring you to any place in the workbook that has the word veteran. So you just Control F, this screen comes up, you enter veterans and find them. And it will bring you to every time a veteran is mentioned in the whole database. You might want to just click on one column and find the veterans, for example, that are just in the title. So if it would be helpful, I'm very happy to assist. I can help navigate the database, create subsets, or help locate specific materials. I want to continue to grow and welcome contributions and corrections and feedback. The database reflects the depth and impact of work already done, and I hope it becomes a useful tool for the community. I am very grateful to Linda and Evelyn for the opportunity to work on this and to see how these great contributions, taken together, support a deeper understanding of dignity. I especially hope it helps people who are working on very similar ideas, sometimes in different fields, to become more aware of each other and perhaps communicate with each other.